Grandma died. Are you sure Grandma died? Hold on. Good Enough just posted a video. Hold on, Mom. I gotta call you back. No. I know Grandma just died. Yes, I know. But Good Enough posted a video. I'm gonna have to call you right back. Yes. You too. What is going on with y'all boys, man? Kymanijb back with another video. And in today's video, we have a Good Enough video. Oh my goodness. Good Enough only comes once in a lifetime, bro. I don't know what he does on his off days. You know what I'm saying? He probably robs banks and sells drugs and shit. You cannot tell me that you post once a month. Anyways, we got Good Enough for a short time. We're gonna enjoy it. In today's video, we have the most painful Venoms in the world. Okay, Good Enough video. I'm glad you're back, my boy. Before we get into the video, man, we hit 300 subs on the road to 400 subs, man. On the road to 400 subs, man. Let's check out this Good Enough video, man. Oh my goodness.
Let's start with the painful and slowly work our way towards the most agonizing venoms on the list. Number 10, Gila monster. The Gila monster is the only venomous lizard in the United States, weighing in around 4 pounds, also making it the largest. These shy but dangerous animals live in the southwestern deserts of the US and northern
Big up to y'all niggas, yeah. I want no smoke with you.
Mexico. Now, don't let the name or its appearance fool you. Even though it looks intimidating, I can assure you, it's just like everyone else in your life. They don't want anything to do with you. The lizards are actually very relatable, spending 90% of their lives relaxing inside of their homes and only coming out to eat. The real danger comes when humans try and show off by attempting to pick up the lizard. Now,
No. You are completely right, because I know y'all seen that video of that guy trying to maneuver his way into an alligator. Stop trying to think you're Mother Teresa, thinking that you can just speak to animals. No, you're not. Get back in your car and drive home.
Black and yellow markings across its entire body would be enough of a warning. Yet every year there are multiple people who are bitten by this slow and sluggish creature. And since the lizard doesn't like to be touched by anyone other than his girl, it'll quickly let you know that you are not that guy, latching on to whatever body part it can get a hold of. But just to make sure you get the point, the lizard will stay latched on for as long as it possibly can, with some reported bites lasting several minutes. A common way to get the animal to unlatch is to submerge its entire body in water.
Wow, who the fuck thought of that though?
Or by simply placing a piece of black licorice inside of its mouth, causing it to gag with pure disgust.
Wow. No, if this is real, yeah, black licorice, there's something about y'all that we don't know. Because if you're making animals do that, yeah.
And since the Gila monster produces venom from its saliva glands, a bite from the lizard guarantees envenomation. Shortly after the bite, the venom will begin to work its way into your body. And since there is no anti-venom available, you are in for a wild and exciting ride, which typically begins with excruciating pain and swelling around the bite area. Soon, your vision begins to blur, followed by stomach and body aches, shortness of breath, nausea, and vomiting. The pain will last from a few hours to a few days. Now, the good news is that a bite from a Gila monster is not typically fatal, but at its peak, you're definitely going to wish it was. Number 9, the Arizona bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion carries the most painful and potent venom out of all the scorpions in North America. It inhabits the southwestern deserts of the US and north.
I'm telling you, bro, this is literally a hot zone for just any creature, nigga. Any creature. And creatures don't live in the cold and shit. They don't worry about the cold.
In Mexico. And a sting from one of these small creatures will leave you in agonizing pain for 24 to 72 hours. The localized pain has been described as continuous electric jolts, or the feeling of continuously being burned. The scorpion only grows to about 3 inches, making it a master of hide and seek, with people typically finding them when they go to put on their shoes reach for a set of clothes,
Chucky.
and of course, when they go to take a shower. Now, a technique that is commonly used when looking for scorpions is the classic black light trick. When an ultraviolet light is shined in the direction of the animal, it will actually begin to glow, making it very easy to spot. Just make sure not to do this one around company.
Why you say that? Oh, yeah, you right. Oh, you gonna see piss stains, shit stains. You gonna see all type of stains.
Scientists still aren't quite sure why this happens, but they believe that something in the scorpion's exoskeleton causes them to glow. If you are unlucky enough to be stung by one of these creatures, you can rest easy knowing that you're probably not going to die, but it's sure going to feel like you are. Since 1968, there have only been 2 reported deaths from the scorpion. But if
Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
I was stung, I would definitely not risk it, and would much rather go into 10 years of debt by seeking medical attention. Number 8.
Hold on, what did that say?
And would much rather
Here's another jaw-dropping price on a new drug. The Scorpion Anti-Venom Anascorp, approved in August, is sold in Arizona these days for $12,000, nigga. So you're telling me if I get bit, I gotta live with it, nigga? Cause I'm not paying 12 bands for no anti-venom. Unless if I turn into a zombie, okay, I'll do that. But I'm not turning into no zombie, bro. So 12,000 my ass. Plus per vial, okay? Meaning one course of treatment could run as much as $62,000. You got me fucked up. That's somebody's house, my nigga. Word. I'll live with a couple missing limbs and shit. I'm not paying this.
go into 10 years of debt by seeking medical attention.
fuck outta here.
Number 8. Executioner wasp. A few experts have made it their personal goal to take on dozens of stings from around the world in an attempt to see which one is the most painful. Some of these experts have concluded that the executioner wasp holds the title. But after conducting my own research from the comfort of my own home, I have to disagree.
This is what this bitch ass nigga be doing. Good enough. We finally caught you. You bitch ass. So you was just chilling watching YouTube. Look at you. Feet kicked up. A chair almost about to fall over. You chilling.
Yes, to some, the venomous sting is excruciatingly painful, with the pain lasting around a week. But for others, the pain is short-lived, lasting only around 20 minutes. Either way, it's extremely painful, and it's definitely not a sting you would ever want to take. The wasp is commonly found in Central and South America. This 1-inch wasp is not known for being aggressive, just as long as you respect its personal space and let it be. Unless, of course, you're looking to rack up millions of views, then by all means, whip out the camera and take the sting.
No, good enough. You right. I'm telling you. That's how they be looking. Yo. I can't even joke no more, bro. Like, look at these. Like, is this a person? What is this?
Number 7. Bullet ant. Known around the world as the most painful insect sting. Some people even know it as a 24-hour ant, since the horrendous pain can last an entire day. Some even going so far as to say that the pain is equivalent to being shot by a bullet, hence its name. The bullet ant can be found in the rainforests of Central and South America. Even though they're not aggressive, they will sting if provoked. Like when they are plucked out of their natural environment, drugged, weaved tightly into a glove, and then placed onto a stranger's hand. Which is exactly what is done by the Saturé-Maui people of Brazil. This initiation practice lasts an agonizing 5 to 10 minutes, which is enough time to be stung hundreds, if not thousands of times, causing excruciating pain that lasts several days. And it's not uncommon for the boy's arms to become temporarily paralyzed due to the potency of the ant's venom. All this just to welcome the boys into puberty.
That's what I'm like. Why is that the initiation, bro? I don't care what's going on. Like, you could give me 30. I'm lying. You could give me 30 mil. I'll put my hand in there for 5 minutes. If it's not money related, I'm not doing no initiation like that. Fuck out of here.
Here in the US, we have a similar tradition, but instead, it's done on teenage girls. Sweet 16s. where the excruciating pain comes from not receiving the card that you asked for.
Oh, okay.
Number 6,
thought you was about to go
Sydney
somewhere else
funnel
with it.
web spider. The Sydney funnel web spider is not only the most terrifying spider on Earth, it is also the most venomous, growing up to 2 inches in size and equipped with fangs that can reach around half an inch long. The spider can be found in eastern Australia,
them niggas.
where it builds funnel-like
Damn.
burrows from its web, hence its name. And since the spider prefers moist, underground shelters, people usually encounter them in their gardens. You go to reach for some vegetables, only to be turned into one yourself.
No. So it lunges out at you. Yeah. So it wants smoke. Okay. I got you.
A bite from this spider is initially very painful due to the spider's long fangs. And once they are sunk into your flesh, it's not uncommon for the spider to stay latched on, requiring the person to shake or pull the spider off. Now, as traumatizing as that may
You're dead. I'm like these.
be, the real horror begins around the 15-minute mark, when you begin to feel the effects of its potent venom, starting with needle-like pokes around the bite area, face, and mouth. Soon, your mouth and face begin to go numb, followed by intense nausea, profuse sweating, excessive saliva production, and uncontrollable muscle spasms. And if left untreated, you can eventually become unconscious, or even worse, heart failure. Now, there is good news. Life-saving anti-venom is available, but the quantity amounts are limited. That is the exact reason why the Australian Reptile Park is asking the residents of Sydney for help, requesting that if you come across a spider in your home, try your best to capture it and bring it into their facility, where it...
And now, who do you think I am? The rodent company? I'm just catching shit. No. If you are not human and you are in my crib, you're dying. I don't give a fuck. Talking about some capture. What do you mean man?
It can be milked for its venom. Now, a second option is to just simply walk out of your house and set it on fire, starting a new life in Antarctica where spiders don't exist. But of course, this comes with the danger of accidentally falling off the edge of the earth. Number 5, the coned snail. There are hundreds of species of coned snails in the world, all which are venomous. The potency of the venom varies from snail to snail, with some delivering a venom less painful than a bee sting, and others are so painful and potent that it can leave you dead within a few hours. And out of all the known cone snails, Conus geographus is the deadliest and most painful of them all. They can be found on the reefs of the Philippines. It has even earned the nickname the cigarette snail, implying that after receiving a sting, you would only have enough time to smoke one cigarette
before you're done.
Before dropping dead.
Wow.
People who are typically stung are those who are out collecting seashells, which is honestly pretty embarrassing, since people will ask you why you were even collecting seashells in the first place. And
nobody's gonna ask this. Good enough, you are fucking a dickhead.
when you say, so I can put them to my ear and hear the ocean, they're going to think you're insane since you were already there. But if you were ever so unlucky to be stung by a deadly cone snail, you would immediately feel the intense pain. And within a few minutes, the sting area would slowly go numb, followed by paralysis. Now, the terrifying part is that the snail's venom is so potent that paralysis can even extend into your respiratory muscles, making it increasingly painful and difficult to even take a breath. And eventually, it can lead to a coma. Thankfully, there hasn't been any reported deaths in recent years, and even though there's no anti-venom available, medical assistance is all but necessary, as you will be feeling the intense pain of this venom for days to come. Just remember, if it's a cone, leave it alone.
Leave it alone type shit.
Number
Okay,
4, stonefish. The deadly stonefish can be found throughout the Pacific and Indian Ocean, and has to be the most frustrating and annoying animal of all time. Not only is it the most venomous fish in the world, it is also practically invisible. I mean, take a look at this picture.
Hold on, no, I can find this. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Okay. No. Wait, what? No, it's this right here. This nasty fuck. It's this one right here.
Do you see it?
I see it. It's right there.
I bet you didn't.
Oh. No. He just put that there. Stop lying. That nigga just put
Practically
that there.
invisible. I mean, take a look at this.
He just, good enough. You're a fucking dickhead. Like, no, good enough.
This
You're
picture.
a dickhead, bro.
Do you see it?
Stop it.
I bet you didn't. You would have been dead.
No.
And of course, the stonefish inhabits the only interesting part of the ocean. Coral reefs.
Coral reefs.
Here, they lay
Beautiful.
completely still on the rocks, blending into their environment, patiently waiting for their next meal to swim along. The issue arises when humans swim too close to the fish and end up stepping on it. And since the fish has around 13 razor-sharp venomous spines down its entire back, you are in for a world of pain.
over,
The
bro.
spines
It's
grow
over.
to over an inch in length, and they all excrete a generous amount of venom deep into your wound. And if left untreated, the pain will only increase, with the unbearable pain slowly traveling up the limb. The venom can eventually lead to shock, paralysis, and heart failure. Even though fatalities are rare, medical attention should be called as soon as possible to prevent any long-term damage. But now that you know just how dangerous the stonefish is, you're probably thinking, well, I guess I'll just avoid the coral reefs then.
Right, type shit.
Nice try. The fish is one step ahead of you, since it also loves to bury itself under the ocean sand, just in case you were thinking about getting in the water.
Right.
So you're probably telling yourself, you know what, I'll just stay out of the ocean completely
There's
and
no-
enjoy the beach.
You're not about to piss me off and say this shit just be coming out on the shore, dragging niggas back in. Fuck out of here.
Wrong.
Fuck outta here.
The fish can also survive out of the water and underneath the sand, which is commonly seen when the tide recedes. So do yourself a favor and just forget about the
Yeah,
beach
fuck the beach.
entirely.
Right, fuck the
Number
beach.
3,
Fuck the
inland
beach.
taipan snake. The inland taipan snake of Central Australia is the most venomous snake in the world. Even though the snake doesn't look as intimidating as a cobra, rattlesnake, or a black mamba, I can assure you this is the last snake
I'm not
you
gonna lie,
will
no,
ever...
no, no. Black mambas are actually scary as fuck. Like, they're actually spawned from Satan. Like, Satan small and handcrafted this shit himself, my nigga. I'm
ever
telling
want to
you.
come across. The snake typically hunts small rodents, but it produces enough venom in a single bite to kill 500,000 of them, or around 100 fully grown men, making it around 70 times more deadly than a king cobra. And without medical attention, a bite from this snake is nothing short of a death sentence. Now, one of the most terrifying things about this snake is the fact that it typically strikes multiple times,
What?
with rodents getting a
When I say snakes are spawned from, like, handcrafted from this nigga's fucking back spine, my nigga.
little bit extra,
No.
typically receiving around 8 bites. Now, the good news is that the snake is rather shy and tries its best to avoid humans. Yet, if there's one thing people hate,
Right.
is being told no.
Right,
So
right.
people still find a way to get bitten. This usually happens when people try and pick up the animal in the wild, or when they keep it as a pet. No, I'm not kidding. Keeping a deadly snake as a pet is not the flex you think it is.
Right, it's
and all you are
not.
doing is guaranteeing that you will
You're not
never...
getting no put. Like, if baby girl's coming to the crib and she's, oh, you got a snake? You're like, yeah, look what it does. Opens the case, starts biting her 8 times in her shit. You're not getting no pussy. Stop.
Never have any visitors. Now, the good news is when you finally get tired of being alone, you can always release the animal at the nearby county park,
Have a feast.
completely
there, yeah.
devastating the
Have a
ecosystem,
whole
which is a
feast.
classic move we have seen play out thousands of times.
With who?
A
With
bite
what,
from
though?
the inland taipan has to be one of the most traumatic experiences a person can go through. The bite itself is excruciatingly painful, but after a few minutes, the localized pain will become the least of your worries. You see, the snake's venom quickly begins to produce thousands of blood clots inside of your body, except for the bite area, causing you to slowly lose blood, and if left untreated, it can become fatal. But before you get to that point, you will be dealing with the pain of failing organs, shock, and paralysis that affects the entire body, including the lungs and heart. But luckily, there's life-saving anti-venom available. But even with medical attention, you will be dealing with the painful aftermath of this bite for weeks to come, or possibly even a lifetime. Number 2, box jellyfish. You were probably expecting to see this one at number 1, weren't you?
No, I don't know.
The box jellyfish is notorious for having one of, if not the most painful venomous stings in the world. But out of all the box jellyfish, the Kymanijb fleckeri, or better known as the Australian box jellyfish, delivers the most painful and deadliest sting of them all. With enough venom to kill 60 people, it would only make sense that they are also completely invisible. The jellyfish's 15 tentacles can grow to over 10 feet in length and are equipped with millions of cnidocytes, which are basically microscopic harpoon-like stingers that they use to inject venom. A sting from this jellyfish can be fatal in as short as 2 to 5 minutes, since the potent and rapid-acting venom
You're not making it to the hospital. You're not making it to say your last words to your moms and shit. Like 2 minutes? What?
attacks the person's central nervous system, causing cardiac arrest, respiratory failure, and paralysis. But if you were lucky enough to survive a sting, you are soon going to wish you hadn't.
Right.
The pain is instant and extremely agonizing, being described as being branded with the red-hot iron whip. The pain is so intense that some people even pass out from the pain alone.
Yeah, say goodbye.
This is also not a pain that eases up either, and will continue for days, lasting for up to a week.
What?
A person who was stung ranked the pain on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being extreme pain, giving it a score of 100. Which obviously has to be dismissed since that number wasn't even an option. Even with medical assistance and anti-venom, the road to recovery will be a long and painful one. Some of the jellyfish's victims will even be left with scars, leaving them with a lasting reminder of the hell that they once went through. Number 1, the platypus. Now this is nothing
What? If you get bit by a platypus, you're done?
short of a tragedy. The
What?
cutest animal on the list also delivers the most painful venomous sting in the world. The platypus can be found in the rivers of eastern Australia. These adorable little creatures spend their days constructing or fixing up their burrows, hunting for food, and of course, grooming themselves. Since looking this cute is not by accident. Even though you might be inclined to give this little Pokemon a belly rub, I must highly advise against it, since the platypus is equipped with a razor-sharp venomous spur that is located on their back legs. The venom is non-lethal to humans, but again, if stung, you're going to wish it was. Now, thankfully, the animal is not known for being aggressive towards humans, and most stings occur when a person attempts to pick the animal up, and a swift kick will lodge its venomous spur into your flesh, requiring you to physically yank the stinger out of your wound, which is not as easy as it sounds, since the pain of the venom is instantaneous and devastating. And as you wait for medical assistance to arrive, you will be suffering with the extreme pain. Once you reach the hospital and expecting some relief, you will be shocked to find out that there is no anti-venom available. But the news only gets worse.
There's no anti-venom. What could you possibly say to make
From
this matter
here,
worse?
there is also no painkiller that is known to be effective. Not even morphine is strong enough to stop the agonizing pain. You have no choice but to remain in pure hell for days. And in most cases, the limb that was struck will remain unusable for months, with a high possibility of developing excruciating hyperalgesia, which causes the limb to become hypersensitive to pain. Not quite convinced that this little guy should be number 1?
Right.
Well, let me tell you. In 1991, a man named Keith Payne, who was a former Australian Army soldier, attempted to rescue the stranded animal, only to be struck in the hand. He would describe the pain of the venom as being worse than when he was struck by shrapnel. A month later, Keith was still experiencing pain in that hand. And in 2006, 15 years after the sting, he still had pain and discomfort in that same hand. So as tempting as it might be to pet a platypus, just remember, your hand and life might never be the same after touching it.
Yeah, good enough, bro. It's like you leave me in this position where it's like, what do I do with my life now, bro? Oh my goodness, like, yeah, big up to all them niggas that are in like the little desert areas where, you know, the evil animals and insects just spawn up out of nowhere, bro. Just spawn. Alright, y'all boys, man. I'm gonna see you on the next video, man. Good enough. Please do not be shy. Come back next week if you want to, my boy. I'm gonna catch y'all next time we hit 300 subs, on the road to 400 subs, man. Peace, man. Peace.
And it's good go, y'all done been did it. Damn, they ain't want me to do it. I put my all in this music. I'ma walk in this bitch and then lose it. Shut the fuck up, I ain't asked for your 2 cents. They ain't getting money, the fuck is you doing? Is you kidding me, nigga, you stupid? Bitch, I'm knowing they thought I was clueless.